They have an uphill battle ahead of them in 2020 as they try to recapture parts of the country that went red for President Trump. But they're sure going to try. Let's talk about it tonight. Democratic strategist Wright live via Skype up late with me on the Final Five. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here. How are you doing this evening?
We're well. I'm anxious to see your perspective on this because, let's be honest. There are parts of this country that for years trended Democratic in various different ways. The Dems have seen some erosion in areas like that. I think of, rural parts of Western Pennsylvania. We've seen parts of Iowa. What's going to be the strategy for Democrats going into 2020 in some of these areas?
I think that's the key. Democrats have to win back larger margins of rural America. Nobody thinks that we're going to win rural America overall overnight. It's going to be a process, but it's got to start now, and it's got to start if Democrats are going to take back a majority of the U.S. Senate and the Electoral College and continue to pick up more gubernatorial seats, right? We have to be able to hold those margins with rural voters. It's a devastating loss in 2016. Things bounced back a little bit in 2018 for Democrats among rural voters, but not enough. However, if we can return back to, say, losing rural voters at the levels of 2012, suddenly Democrats could pick up the U.S. Senate, the Electoral College would be a win, et cetera. So I think you're going to see more and more emphasis put on that. That's why you see of the presidential candidates you've seen, I think 6 so far come out with plans specifically to address situation in rural America. In addition, you've seen about 9 in total of the Democratic presidential primary who've come out with antitrust campaigns, because as you well know, that's a major issue in the agricultural sector.
Right.
The trust, the antitrust movement getting to catch up to break up some of the consolidation in agribusiness, where, for example, in the seed market, in the agrochemical market, you have maybe essentially 4 companies that run the whole show.